Hey everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Air Hauler 2 with me, Maarten. Alright, so we're going to continue on in this episode where we left off on the last one. Of course, we're doing the humanitarian missions, and we've got emergency housing going to St. Maarten. We started up in our base in Jacksonville, Florida, and because the flight is so long, we had to make a stop over here down at Guantanamo Bay, the naval base there, and now we are going to be continuing on over to St. Maarten. I can't remember still exactly where St. Maarten is, but it's over there. Over here somewhere. We'll find it. Alright, so in FS Commander, I'm going to show this. The weather has, the wind here has changed. So we're going to change our takeoff to runway 10. We were going to take off on runway 28, but now the wind has changed a little bit. So we're going to take off on runway 10, heading 099. And then over to Princess Juliana Airport. Of course, we'll be landing on runway 9, heading 096. Yeah, which one is it? Because I know it's so close to there. But if you look at it on the map, I can't remember. It's got to be over in here. I think it is this one over here. I could be wrong. Anyhow, let's go ahead and close this down. And we can make sure we've got our load here. We need to load up with fuel as well. So we've got our emergency housing, and we've got enough fuel here for another 877 miles. I thought we could get a little more. There we go. Alright, so now we're going to position this ourselves over to St. Maarten, which is TNCM. And we'll see where exactly. I can't find the distance. Oh, 695. Well, we still got to go pretty daggone slow. Give me another pound. Awesome. VFR, I'll set for 12.5. We'll probably just go to 10.5, though. We'll just go to 10.5. I'll make it for that. Not that that totally matters, anyway. And we'll move this down to like 106. I can't remember. It would be either -4 or -5 anyway. Last position, because we did flight down to Guantanamo. And it looks like that's all good. And with that, we'll go ahead and move on over to the plane. Alright, everybody, here we are at our plane. Look, our beacon is on, but so are our strobes. I really wish we knew how to do that properly. Oh well. Alright, so before taxiing, because we gotta get over to St. Maarten. APU is removed, master switch is on, lights as required. I think I've got all my lights on as I want. Heater and air conditioning that I don't really mess with. I do have the fan on and the recirculation fans as well. Avionics switches are all on. Got my heading set to 099. Gyros set. Altimeter and clock set. Autopilot is off. Fuel valves. It says all positions and everything, but theirs are checked. I'm gonna make sure those are open. I keep forgetting those. I don't know why. Let's see. Radios checked, although we can't use ATC, unfortunately. But everything looks good there. Let's go ahead and push back. We'll taxi on over to our runway. We're taking off to our left. So we'll taxi on down here to the right. Get on out of here. Alright, stopping the pushback. We can get there on our own. Somehow I already turned the taxi light on. I think everything else is how I want it. Ground vent fan. I'm not sure what that is. Maybe that's down at our feet? I don't know. Just thinking that it's something to do with the actual ground. I don't know if we're supposed to have that on or not. I guess not. Alright, so we're fully loaded again, so I will use flaps, just like it says for the short field takeoff. I think it entered the runway straight across from here. I wish it has like default military planes here. That would be cool. here at Guantanamo Bay, because I know they do keep a fair amount of planes here. I saw pictures. It was like transport and some fighters that looked like the ones that I saw. So we'll pull up here and get stopped. Alright, we'll stop right here. Throw on the parking brake. And let's look at this. Engine run up we don't really do, we do some of it. Parking brake is set, mixtures are on full rich, prop control is full forward, conning flaps are opened. Alright, we'll skip the rest of it, the 1500 RPM and all that. Before takeoff, seat belts and no smoking. I turned these on. Maybe I forgot them after I turned those on. Alright, so those are on. Fuel selectors inboard, they're both on inboard. Fuel quantity sufficient, we think so. We did it last time, so this is a little bit short, so we should be good as long as I keep the same power for the most part. I'm going to set flaps to 15 as for a short field takeoff. Even though we should have plenty of runway to get up to speed, I'm still going to do that. Alright, so surface de-ice is off over here. I've got the pitot heat and the windshield heat all on. Avionics as required. Heading is set. Radar as required. Everything looks good there. Transponder as required. I've already got it 1200 on standby. I'm going to go ahead and turn that on. And let's see. Controls. Let's check the controls. I was about to say we're good. I'm glad I got these procedures. Looks good. Rudder pedals are good. Emergency fuel pumps. Need to turn those on. Air conditioning is off. Prop sync we hope is off. We don't really have the button for that, so we're good. And again, it's about 85 knots when we rotate. Good this way, and good this way. We'll do a rolling takeoff. I guess we don't really need the flaps. I'll go ahead and take the flaps off because, like I said, we do have a good amount of runway. Although it's not the longest runway, it's not like a commercial runway. We're already up to 40 knots though. .85. Let's go ahead and rotate. Yeah, plenty of room. Positive rate, gears coming up. Get my nose down just a little. Hit 95 knots, so you could retract the flaps. We've already retracted them, obviously. And look, it's basically a straight shot from here to St. Maarten. I'm going to trim this a little better. There we go. Looks like we're about to get above the obstacles. There's a little bit of a hill right in front of us, but we're good now. Alright, power needs to come down to about 40. It's really dark to see that. 40.1, that'll be good. Props go to 1400 ARP, or 2400 RPM, which is about 75% on there. We know that because we do that all the time. Emergency fuel pumps can go off. We're going to go ahead. Well, we're not quite at 3,000, are we? No. We're not even at 1,000. Coming up over the hills, again, buildings and water. Doesn't surprise me. Although it looks kind of cool. Well, except with the buildings and the water. Some of that equipment looks cool. We're getting a little too far out to the right here. Let's go ahead and... oh, we gotta turn it on first. Let's go ahead and hit navigation. Vertical speed will climb at about 1,000. Right there we go. I guess you have to click that, even though it starts up on GPS, you gotta like hit it twice before it'll actually activate itself. I found that out once before. And it happened last time we flew as well. So it's like you've got to set it even though it's already actually set. And if we pull this up, 691 miles, this is just over 7 hours. Of course, once we get up to our cruising altitude, it'll be a little bit better than that. Our speed has gone way down. We were able to climb at this altitude like this last time. So move that down to 7 so we can get our speed back up. Remember, under 95 is when you're supposed to use your flaps. Looks like we are at 700 feet a minute. Yeah, we're at 700 feet a minute. I'm kind of surprised she's struggling like that. She didn't struggle last time. At the same, we were same weight, full fuel, same cargo. So I'm surprised by that. 2,500. I'm gonna move these down to 90. There's nothing in Cuba, the scenery. It's just all flat and nothing. Let's like look outside real quick. We don't get to Cuba very often. There's just like one airport, it's just barren. I don't know if Cuba is really like that or not, especially in the Guantanamo Bay area, which is southern Cuba. I'm kind of surprised that Guantanamo is on southern Cuba. You would think it would be on the northern part in relation to the United States and everything. Textile is off. Six hours and 44 minutes. Our speed's looking a little better. I don't think it ever actually gave me like an optimal climb speed or anything. Only thing it has is a short field takeoff. It says, well, it says best single engine angle of climb speed 104 knots. So cowling flaps as required. We'll leave them open because it's got to be warm down there. Emergency fuel pumps are off. Air conditioner as desired. Seatbelts, no oxygen still on. Oxygen is required. It actually says use oxygen above 10,000 feet. I thought we were good to about 12.5, but we're only going to 10.5, so we'll leave it off. On the way to Princess Juliana, gotta help out with humanitarian missions. It's been a little while since that happened now. I have no idea. They don't like update it. What the hell's, how bad it is down there. Still can't be good. Move these to 80. Sometimes that helps out with the power. We've still got almost 6.5 hours. Of course, once we speed up, it won't be so bad, but we won't speed up a whole lot because I cut down the power to save that fuel. But I'm going to go ahead and speed on up because there's nothing to see, and I'll be back in just a little bit. Alright, everybody, slowing it down to normal speed. 13 miles out, we're at 2,700 feet. We're going to level off at about 25. I'm going to go ahead and slow this down. You see the airport's right over here. Of course, we're going to have to come out to the right a little bit and then cut over to the left for runway 9 or runway 10. No, it is 9, 096. Hold that up. I'm clicking it, but there it goes. FSX was refreshing or whatever, the weather. Alright, so power coming up. Full rich on the mixture. Prop should stay at 2400 RPM. And that's what we're at. Emergency fuel pumps coming on. Landing lights and taxi light are both on. And we're 11 out. Let's go ahead and switch this over to heading. We'll come out to the right a little bit. We're probably going to have to come out a little bit more. You can see runway 9 will be just kind of off to the left a little bit. Don't really have much of a visual on it. I'm going to pull back on the power a little bit. We don't want to get going too quick. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and turn this over to vertical speed. We'll slowly descend a little bit as well. Seatbelts, no smoking signs are on. Emergency fuel pumps are on. Air conditioning is off. Mixtures. Did I already get that full rich? Yes, they're at full rich. Prop sync off because we don't have the button. Put back on this power. Actually says gear below 153, so we could technically put the gear down right now. I guess I'll go ahead and do that. We are only 8 out. As I recall, the airport is actually going to be over here. Let's go out to the right a little bit more. I don't want to descend too quickly, to be quite honest. See it right there. So let's go ahead and hold. Well, no, I will keep going down. Down to 119. I'm going to go ahead and notch our flaps out. I just feel like we're going to get too low here. We're at 2,000 feet. What's going to happen is we're going to end up getting too high and we're going to have to dive down at her. Alright, there she be. There's that gust wind. We tend to get that. I've been getting that a lot. And everything I fly right before the landing. It looks like we're right on it. I'm going to move that to 3. Move that to 2. I feel like we're just going to get too daggone low, and that's the hardest to come back from. From the looks of it, we're just slightly high. Now it looked like we were right on it there. Yeah, it says we're high. Let's go for 096. And autopilot coming off. Alright, we are high. We're also pitched up here. Reset my views. Let's fly this thing in. Flaps going to 2. So apparently so much of this is destroyed. Well, I guess. Well, maybe they'll update the scenery. Not really, though. Let me get... There we go. I don't know if you need to really turn the flight director off or not. We're going to full flaps. Add just a little bit of power. We're just, I know we're high, but we're sitting a little too quick, it felt like. We're about 700 feet a minute, which is a little more than what we need to be. Trim this a little better. Alright, we got one red. See, that trim is bringing that nose up a little too much. I had to mute my mic for a second, but I'm back. Alright. So now we're on it. I'm going to add just a little more power. Like I said, we were at 700 feet a minute on our descent. Now we've slowed it down to 5. Whoa, there's that big gust of wind. I adjusted a little too much back. Oh, jeez. Maybe the hurricane is still there. Good lord. That'll throw you for a loop. Bringing down the power, flyer to the runway. Alright. Now we're off the power. Went a little long. I could have gotten her down a little quicker if I really had wanted to. We go or let her go a little bit. I got on the brakes hard, but there was no way to stop her there. I got on them a little too late. Let's see. I'm seeing a taxi sign. I don't know if the taxiway goes all the way down there or not. So it looks like there actually is a taxiway. Maybe this is like the general aviation area? I've never been over here myself. Emergency fuel pumps off. Landing lights off. We'll turn that on. Cow flaps. Let's open those up. When I closed those, our airspeed went way up. Go ahead and turn the transponder off. Let's go ahead and stop the recording. Yeah, apparently it doesn't even connect over to the commercial area. So I guess we can park over here. I don't know. It didn't really say. I mean, it is a taxiway, right? This isn't just for vehicles, isn't it? For general aviation aircraft as well? Oh, look at that. Somebody's taking off. Wait, what? U.S. Airways? Oh, he's not taking off. He's landing. I thought they were taking off. Parking brake coming on. Wow, he's turning around quick, isn't he? Daggone. Turn all this off. And let's turn all this off as well. I'm not going to do by the procedures. The procedure is kind of lame on this. And I don't know how to turn all that off. There is, we could turn the avionics master. I didn't do that last time. I was going to do each of them individually. I didn't even really think about that. Feather that out. I think we're about ready to cut the fuel. There's the fuel. generators, mags, and master switch and alternator switch. Everything should be off. Anti-collision you can come off as well. Alright. Let's go over to air hauler 2. There we go. Now, cargo unload. I guess we just... Right? Sweet. The local authorities have accepted your cargo. Well done. 0.24 cargo reputation. Only 0.24? And what is cargo? It didn't go as like... We'll check here a second. Smooth landing took 416 minutes. Took off at 109, landed at 525. Took off with 1,145 gallons worth of fuel. Landed with 232. Max altitude 10,515 feet. Max pitch negative 13.2. Max roll 24.87. Max speed 168.14. Knots. Minimum. Let's see, where was I? Minimum G 0.94. Minimum G exceeded 0. Max G is 1.13. Max G's exceeded 0. Stall false. Overspeed false. Landing description smooth. Gear down true. Land on asphalt. No damage to the runway. No damage to the plane. Came down to 89 feet a minute. Landing speed 81.41 knots. Landing roll negative 0.61. Landing heading 93.98. Wind speed 7. Wind direction 51. 051. Well, I thought we would have gotten a lot more than 0.24. Seems kind of ridiculous. I can't even remember where to find it. Personal def. That's got to be over here. Info. There we go. That was kind of weird. Stuff bleeding through. Yeah, so cargo packs emission, and it went to cargo? Are you kidding me? That's ridiculous. 10/20/17. That is us. Yeah, I don't get it at all. And this isn't even going to show us. I don't know how we're... I hate how things are done. It's because it doesn't go... It doesn't truly go like that. If you go to finance real quick, I'm not sure why that's bleeding through. Like, if you go over to Ledger, like I can unload something right there, and it will be, like, down on the page, even though it's actually done... If you do it by date and time, it's ridiculous how it does it. Because, see, like, I don't even know where our fees would be, but it doesn't do it correctly. It really is kind of annoying, because you can't find stuff. Like, I have no idea. Huntington to Detroit, that's 10/20, so it is today. See if I can even find it. That's Jacksonville to Huntington. There we go, humanitarian mission. See, like, we were the last one to land, but it's all the way down here. And it moved our cargo reputation from, or sorry, overall, 73.09 to 73.10. They're from 95.37 to 90. I don't understand why it didn't. It seems like, I know that there's different missions, but it seems like a humanitarian mission should count there as well. That's really bringing down our only having 23.9. I'm kind of surprised at our cargo. I guess the only way they get the cargo up is for us to do it. Or is it? No, when Caitlin does it, it looks like it goes up too. 2.5, where was it? 2.5, it went 2.5, 2.2. Jesse Ainge. Well, that's a passenger flight. How did cargo go up? No, it's this one. Isaac Cowley did a cargo. But it says passenger. How did cargo go up there? That doesn't make any sense either. Kind of annoying. Anyhow, let's go ahead. I want to just go ahead and create a base here. We got 5.9 million. And we do want a base here. We had a base here, an air hauler. We're here, so we might as well go ahead and create one now. Wherever we are. So let's go ahead and create a base. Open base. TNCM. Although, we'll probably have one in Detroit later on. Let's go ahead and select right here. Oh, are you kidding me? As experiencing humanitarian... Oh, that sucks. Because I'm here. I was going to say, because we could open up a base. To get back, we're going to have to... I'll probably do it on my own. Because it'll be a what do you call it? A position flight. And I don't usually show those unless we're making money. So I'm going to have to, on my own, fly it back to Guantanamo Bay and then fly it back up there. Unless they've got something good for me. Because we are in a cargo configuration. I was going to say open up the base and we could do a passenger flight back. I don't know if they'll have any commodities. See, that pays pretty good there. 75 grand. We've got 2 days. The only problem is I go back to work for the next 4. That pays really good, though. Daggone it. That's only 100. That pays... No, that's that one right there. Santo Domingo. We've been there in FS Passengers. We flew to Santo Domingo. Ah, that kind of sucks, man. Any commodities down here? So, it calls it Margo or something? Ah, I knew they were going to do that. Tech on it. Let's see. Where could I pick up some good commodities and fly back? Just to make it more worth my while. And that's probably what I'll do. I'll fly over to one of these airports and pick up some cargo. I'll go to San Juan. I could do a flight on that because we have something for San Juan. That would make it better. And pick up something at San Juan we can take back to like Jacksonville or something. Key West, we need kind of a base there, but that's a smaller airport. Maybe we could just... I need to go to San Juan. We need a base there, now that I think about it. But San Juan, I'll buy something there, and I'll take it back to Jacksonville. But then I would have to show it, which kind of sucks. If we did do it, though, Jacksonville... That's not Jacksonville. Deck on it. Alright, there's Jacksonville right there. Minus 29, so that's obviously not good. Let's see if anything pops up at Jacksonville. There, computer games, but that's only 6. That kind of throws me off now that we can't create a base there. I'm not sure what I'm going to do. There we go, T. Probably bring some tea back to Jacksonville. Although we don't technically have to fly back to Jacksonville. We could go anywhere else. Miami. Oh, air hauler's going to freak out on me. She did this yesterday. After a little while, it freezes. Alright, so I'll go ahead and sign off here. I don't know what we'll do next now. But that's going to be it for this episode. I really hope y'all did enjoy it. I'll catch you guys on the next flight.